Greetings, greetings, dear hearts. How are you? It's Miss D here. We're crafting live. We're doing art as therapy today. How are you? Miss D got a lot on her mind, a lot she needs to craft out. One thing is, we got a new camera view going here. The software I use to do my videos has changed, and so got a new look going on and trying to figure out just how it goes. Let's see. Try to get you a good view from the desk. Excuse me, still setting up while you're here, but it is what it is. One of them days for sure. Ooh. Try to get you a good angle. And I couldn't prep before I started today as the new software was downloading, and I didn't know it was going to be so different, but it is. Okay, so that gets you a good angle. This is just the side of the desk where we keep things to work with, and I'm just going to let that show for this morning and play with this after the live. Call this what we got. You can see most of the desk, so we're gonna call that good. Seeing a lot, you're seeing a lot. Good morning, good morning. Today's session or time together, I'm calling Art as Therapy. And just gonna live here do art as therapy, as I need a little therapy this morning, dear hearts. Need a little therapy. Had a hard week that mentally was draining at the job, and so it's still on me. It's Sunday and I'm still going through processing the week. Just having a cup of coffee here, a good big one. Sorry about being a little late, but like I was saying, software was updating and downloading. So craft as art, art as therapy. For me, it just means put your hands on some things, get creating, and free your mind. And so basically that's what I'm going to be doing in this warm-up Sunday. I haven't planned anything out. I kind of challenged myself a little bit. I had a few little materials all over the desk, and I am challenging myself to use them and create something. And for me, that is very therapeutic to create unplanned. I call it soul arting, journaling, crafting, soul crafting, straight from the soul, uncut, unrehearsed. I'm just making me a little paint catcher, something to catch the glue, the paint. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I know what I usually do is make a mess. So let's try to contain that a little bit. Here we go. So the challenge I have for myself in my therapeutic art is using these things that have been around the desk, and try not to use anything that I got to get up and search for things or anything like that and create from that. I am going to allow myself the ability to use the things on the side of the desk. And the first thing that comes for me when I'm using art as therapy is to do a little breathing. And since I'm doing this live with you all, I'm just going to do it. And so I do have some really therapeutic deep breathing that I do. Give the look, but Miss D is roughed up today. Okay, so the deep breathing is I'm going to get me a lung full of oxygen real deep, and I'm going to blow it out real hard. I'm going to breathe in through my mouth, and I'm going to hold it till it goes all the way down to my belly, and I'm going to blow it out 3 good times. So you can join me if you will. I promise you'll feel real good afterwards. So we go like this. And then again, in through our nose. Out through our mouth, real pushing it out. And 1 good time for good measure, really hold it in and let it get down to your belly. Hold it as long as you can and then exhale it out through your mouth. So in through our nose. Works for me. Feels real good. Feels real good. I hope you join me and you can feel all that good old oxygen, or as Infinite Water says, that good old prana air in your lungs and now in your brain. The deep breathing is a therapeutic technique that we use to get oxygen running through our bodies, mostly through our brains. What we do know is that most people don't breathe deeply enough, and so we're not getting oxygen through our bodies the way we need. And oxygen to our brain makes us more creative, more clear of thought, and that deep breathing exercise just really relaxes you. Miss D is one relaxed sister right now. All right, so before I begin with the challenge pieces, I had some canvas art that I had done in the past. And as my therapy, I a lot of times will look at my old art and just remember the moments of peace that I got when I was painting these. Today, I think I'm going to take them off this stretcher, as I may put them in some upcoming books I'm making, or use them as part of the art. Now, I'm going to be real lazy, because that's therapeutic for me, and I'm going to cut them off instead of take those staples out. How are you, dear hearts? How was your week last week? Are you ready for this week? One of the therapeutic practices I try to do is to clear my head, clear my thoughts, old projects from weeks before, get them completed, processed, and packed away so that I can move on to the next week coming. Thus, that's how we ended up with Sunday warm-up. I take Sunday part of it and do some therapeutic art, and now I've been inviting you guys in, and I process the week and get ready to start over. I tell you, that feels good. Just sliding that knife through that feels really good. And so I'm going to say I could use these images in the challenge I'm giving to myself if I like. That looks like a cute little book cover in the making, right? But I don't know exactly what I'll do, but it sure feels good. And I know I'm making journals, and it can end up in one of the journals. This was one of the first art pieces I've done, and I love her. So I'm going to put her where I use her a little bit more. I have so much art all over my walls that she hasn't been hanging. I kind of roughed that up right there, but we'll see what we're going to do with the piece. I can see myself repainting this at some point to make a updated painting so she can go in a book. And she's free. And that's what it feels like I'm freeing the art. Oh, that feels good already. I think I'm going to try to take a little bit of this because I can see working it into the challenge as trim or something. So let's take those pretty colors off. And that's just the side of the frame. And I can always re-canvas this frame and start all over again. Okay. And a little bit of the blue too, because you never know when you're going to need some blue. Just moving and working with these art materials is already starting to relax my tension levels. The therapeutic part is thinking about the project that's going to come forth. I don't have one in mind. And the physical, using my hands to create and release the fabrics, all is very therapeutic. Any physical activities is definitely good for shifting energies around our bodies and minds. Okay, that feels good. Now, so this is a live demonstration of art as therapy. So that means I don't have anything planned out. I'm just going to create as it comes up in my spirit. Okay. That ripping of that felt like a little collaging may happen. Interesting. I can see cutting her out and using her, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. So here's the little tray that had the original materials, and this just fell off to the side. This image I love. And so as I'm using art as therapy, I'm going to do some fussy cutting. It is a good way to just slow down, focus on the cutting, relax in it. It's not my favorite part of crafting or journaling, but it sure slows you down. And lets you begin to relax. I love the jacket she has on. The image came out of I'm gonna say a Montgomery Ward's catalog. Is junk mail that, I don't want to call it junk because images are in it, but is mail that comes to the house unasked for, which is the definition of junk mail, right? And I reutilize it, taking the images out and using them in my art. It's especially my junk journals. Love this coat. I mean, that is one beautiful jacket, right? Love it. I have one similar to that was gifted to me by a friend. Not quite as long, and I actually love it. It's some African mudcloth looking pattern on the coat. This one and the one that I own, which is some of my favorite fabric. And so just cutting this particular image out and looking at the jacket definitely is therapeutic for me. It puts me in touch with a little of my personal history. My ancestors are starting to come up into my mind and spirit. And just really relaxing in this. Part of using art as therapy is to be intentional. Minology principle, intentional thought, intentional living, intentional creating or co-creating. So I'm intentionally using this art process today to thoroughly relax. I'm not looking for a perfected project. Just hey Erica, how are you? Just using what we have right in this little tray to create. Yeah, those images taken off the canvas border, it's really nice. That way they can end up in one of my books or in my art creating. Alright, she's fussy cut out. Oh, I'm going to do that little piece in her arm. Fussy cut that out. The other part of my therapy is this coffee. Hey, Miss Cheryl, how are you? So good to see you here. So this is an X-Acto knife I'm using, and I'm just going to cut around this very delicate, tight spot with it. It helps better than scissors to get in these real tight spaces. I'm so glad you're here, dear heart Cheryl. Guess what? Guess what? I'm sure you looked at the videos through the week. Ah, that's right. Do your hair. What are you doing, Braden? But I'm excited that you're here, Cheryl. You actually were our giveaway winner. If you hadn't seen videos from last week, we had YouTube issues with my numbers. The giveaway was about me reaching my 1,000 subscriber landmark, which we reached. At one time we had 1,014 people, but some kind of way through YouTube doing what they do, the number went down. So I'm sitting at, I think it's 950 or 60 people. But I didn't want that to stop me from just telling you, dear hearts, how much I appreciate you coming and subscribing. And Cheryl, you sent your vision board in. I got to tell you, it didn't upload to my Facebook, but I saw your attempts to do it, and you actually ended up being the winner of the giveaway that I went ahead and decided to do. And so I've been working the last couple of weeks on your prize. Yeah, you won the giveaway. You want to see? I'm working on what you're winning, and I absolutely have been loving it. Are you ready? Are you looking at your camera? Boom, baby! You get a handmade journal from Miss D. Woo, Cheryl. And so I'm still in the process of decorating your handmade personal journal, junk journal. And once I put a few finishing touches on it, we will be mailing that out to you. And could you please, Cheryl, leave me in my email your personal address, wherever you want this shipped to. And so that address is debdeb27 at hotmail.com. Let me see if I can write that down there for you guys. Oh, they want me to go through a whole bunch to write it down here. Erica, could you write down my debdeb27 email address so Cheryl can send me her address? Yeah, I hope you like it, Cheryl. I am loving your journal. So I haven't picked the cover piece yet. We were going to do that last week, but you weren't here, and I just kind of wanted to get a little bit of a sense of what you really like your favorite colors, get a sense of what you would use the journal for. Would you do art journaling? Would you do writing? Because that will help me to create the pages. If you're going to do more writing, I can put more writing spaces. If you're going to be arting, I can put more art spaces. And the cover, I kind of want to reflect that. But I am so happy to be creating this for you, Cheryl. I'm excited, actually, to be creating this journal for you. And thank you for participating and being the dear heart that you are. You're so welcome. All right. So, dear heart, Erica is my daughter. That's why I asked her to send Cheryl my debdeb27 address. Thank you. All right, so we have Fussy cut the lady out. She's looking good. Now, what are we going to do with her? With the limited materials, remember, I limited myself to the things that are in here. And that's on the side of the desk there. I hope your aunt is feeling better. For some reason, I thought it was your grandmother. I think I told the dear hearts you were with your grandmother. I'm sorry. Let's see. These are the things that are in this little tub. Let's see. Ooh, we got a big piece of cardstock. Well, that's been cut. Oh, this actually was card paper for making cards. I don't want to lose her legs. I don't want to lose her legs. That looks good with her behind there. But I think we're going to use 2 pieces so that we can get her leg, the whole of her. Interesting, interesting. Some wording. What else? Ooh. Oh, we could make a sheet just about with the paper. Now we're creating. This is truly therapeutic. You're going to use it for writing, and purple and orange and green. Ooh, orange is one of my favorite colors. Love purple. Okay, great. Let me write that down. Dear heart, Cheryl loves purple, orange, and I saw green, did I? Purple, orange, green. Nice colors. Okay, maybe we'll get a tag made for you today. Okay, let's see. If I attach these papers, this could be a journal page, right? Let's test that theory out. Got a journal that's in the making, and just want to see the size. Is this paper as big? It's big enough. We can turn that into a journal page. So, first things first, let's do that. Let's create us a page. Trace sound. Sorry, dear hearts, that's my sister. I'm just gonna let her know that I'm live. Hey, Trey Bay, I'm live. Can I call you back?
Yes, you can. I just wanted you to know I got your message.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too.
Bye-bye. Sorry, that's my baby sister. Okay. So, we can glue this together. We can use some washi tape. Oh, we have washi tape. That was in there. Let's do that. Yeah, and we're going to let glue be a part of the supplies I can use. But for right this second, we can use this washi tape. I really want to see your vision board. Maybe you could take a pic of it and send it to my email address. You know, do it as an attachment. If you take a picture of it, you can do it as an attachment. I really want to see it too. All you dear hearts, I want to see your vision boards. Okay. And let's put tape on, washi on the back. It just so happened this tape is matching this paper. I promise you guys, I didn't plan this one out. These were the things that were around the desk, and I took a few of them and said, I'm going to create on the live with whatever that fit in there. And it just happened to be working out in my favor. This is how you can take scraps and make them paper. One way of how you could take scraps and make yourself a page. Okay. So one of the things I was processing this week was some workplace madness where it just felt like I don't know, that maybe for the first time in my life I'm personally feeling some prejudice. That's so confusing when people aren't straightforward with you. And this woman happens to be in a power position over me. And so that makes it even harder. Oh man, that's the end of the washi, and I had a little bit more I wanted to do. Let's see if I can work that out. Ooh. At least this little corner right here. That's what happens when you're using scraps. You may not get it all the way you want. And I put a little on the other, and I'm going to use some glue to tack that down. At the end of a roll always has paper on it, so it's not sticky. So we're going to just glue that on. Yeah, new supervisor on the job. That was really hard on me. I mean, it really took a toll on me personally, the way she was coming at me. I've been at the same job for years and years and years, and to get a new director that's very much, what should I say, dominating, a personality, whatever. She was a lot. Some of it felt a little bit racial though to me, and that's the part that's throwing me off. To the point that through the weekend I've still been thinking about it.
I've been putting like oil on it, but I asked Jennifer because she's a groomer, and she was like, yeah, you need to get like a special little dog.
Okay, so we have effectively created us a page, because what I want to do is be able to fold it so it could be a journal, a book page. I like that. I wish there was a piece of lace on there. It's not a piece of lace, but this is like a scrap piece from a book that I made during the week, or yesterday actually, because I didn't do any crafting during the week this week. But yesterday I was able to make a few journal covers. And so this is the mesh that was on the journal. I'm going to put it on the end of this page because this page is a little shorter than any journal page I would normally make. I mean, not wide enough, but this will help give it more length. Okay, I like that. I can feel that. So one of the thoughts that ran through my head as I was looking for somebody to talk to this week, and thank you, Erica, for being a great ear. It's like, I needed somebody, but I kept thinking, where's my tribe? I need to know, have a tribe of sisters or like-minded people that I could go to and talk. That would be very therapeutic. That when you are going through those kind of struggles, that you have like-minded people that can be honest with you, so that if I'm just overreacting or doing too much, they could be able to say that to me. But just my tribe, my people that you can talk to and can relate, you know, because I tell you, this is foreign territory for me to be feeling this way. Okay, I think I'm going to glue that right to the page again. That felt good, better. So I'm going to craft kind of fast here today, dear hearts. I am going to have a call with a co-worker at about 2 o'clock, 2:30 today. So I want to be done with the crafting by then. Like I said, looking for people that's been in the same environment that maybe could relate or help me see things properly. Just trimming off that a little bit. Can you see that? Just gonna shape it a little bit. All right. I'm feeling good with that. So we're gonna decorate enough to cover these seams. Now, do I want my girl on my woman on the front? Or do I want her on the inside of this page? Ooh, that looks good. That her against that brightness. Like that. Yeah, I think I like her on the inside. That looks good. And then the words that were on this scrap says, because I don't want things to be awkward between us. Now that's that's the universe, okay, guys? As I'm processing out disrespectful person at the workplace, those words are the words that are laying around. And I don't want things to be awkward. I want them to be peaceable. Thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Sure need it. It's been really hard. I know. Isn't the universe funny? I'm going to use it. It's what was around, so it must be meant. And have an image, call that me. That's a nice image if that was me. I like that. I gotta tell you, just being here crafting and talking to you guys is helping. And just the thought of Cheryl's going to be praying helps too. Thank you, Cheryl. Who knows what these other pages will say that may tie into that. So I have this piece of wrapper that was in this. I had saved this wrapper. There's some candy that was in here. And I'm always saving everything. Everything is art in my eyes. The chocolate color and the gold just really resonated with me. So I would like to see if I could work that into this piece. I don't know if that's the way. But maybe up here. See. Haven't kind of got happy with what I'm going to do with the words yet. I usually do them at the end, but that just stuck out there. We could layer something like that. What else is in here? We have a flower in here. It is spooky how these colors are matching, okay? It was meant to be. It was meant to be, looks like. Oh, Cheryl, that is so cool. Thank you. Thank you. Kind of feeling something like that. I also have piece of the material left from Cheryl's cover. Can we work that in? Like that. I love that material. I wish it maybe even a bigger piece. Something like that. Let's see. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? We're limited. We're limited. That's Pisces of fish right there. That's me. What you think? Some lace maybe around there would have been nice. Maybe cut the fish out and put them on there. Or let's put the flowers back. Let's put the flowers back. Without that. I usually have my little flower pots that I make laying around. Let's see if I can come up with one of those. Oh, we have the strips from the canvas. Oh, wait a minute. Just caught an idea. They're the right colors, that orange and green. Just watch, Cheryl. We won't ask any more questions. We just missed you. Oh, shivvy. Do I have another piece that color? Yes, we do, dear hearts. Now I'm having fun. I feel relaxed. I'm feeling much better. See how therapeutic that is? The therapeutic steps, or acknowledge that you're having something going on. Then process, think about it. Think about it from all angles. And then find a creative way to release any negative energies. Okay. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I like that orange with that brown. That's hot. Okay. May have to do a little trim work in there. That's okay. That's feeling okay. I like the flowers, but they need something else with them. Let's see. Or maybe not the flowers. This was in the little pot that we were working. Oh, look at there, y'all. And we could get the flowers on the opposite page. Perhaps. Little something in the bottom. Once again, Paul Vaz, yeah. I'm hoping that she gets that Zoom one day. We're going to do that Zoom. We're going to do that Zoom. It's going to be fun. We should set a date when we want to do it, so you guys could put in there when it would be a good time for you all for us to do a Zoom, and I can make it happen. I'm working it out. I'm still playing like it's puzzle pieces, trying to work it out, Okay, something like that. It feels a little blocky. Something's not working. Maybe do this down here. I can't believe those words came up today. That's funny. Okay, I'm going to have to start gluing something down, and maybe that'll help. The vibe. I'm still... Put maybe some book page on the bottom. And a little... I don't know, that feels like those bands are a little bit big. Let's glue something down, and that might help us. Just trim this a little bit, get it straight. I wish I could fray all the edges. That would be cool. Okay. Okay, that looks good. I wish lace. I want lace is what's going on with me. I do have this over here. Oh, sure. I got an idea. Okay, I'm gluing this one down. I'm saying this is it. Yeah, you catch a little silence out of me in this impromptu soul crafting as it's just flowing out now. It's not something that I had planned out that I could tell you step by step what's going to happen. This is coming straight from the soul. And so we just kind of go with the flow. And I think I'm going to put book page on the bottom of there. Hope you don't mind me having a little sip of now lukewarm coffee. Orange, purple, and green. Cheryl's colors. Actually, because that page kind of matches her book. We'll see. We'll see what goes. I've already bound her book, so it wouldn't work as a page. You're tuning into, yeah, I got Erica Crafting, and I love it. She's a great artist. And as she had just mentioned up there, she hasn't been really using those skills. She's been being the perfect mommy, the great mommy. She's a great mommy. Her kids are blessed. Her kids are blessed. This thing is changing right in my hands. I see one thing and then another starts coming out of me. Let me see. That's why I have to glue things down, because I'll just keep going. Like I saw a little pocket happening. Little pocket action seems to want to come out of me. Let's see. I like her to be free. Let's work with, just fill that spot in. I said I was going to hurry today, but I guess I'm a slow crafter. I play with every step of the way. This book page that I'm using is very old, so it's really easy to rip. Be good for decoupaging. Let me see if this feels better. Okay, what I'm going to do is add the book page a little more throughout all of it. Then put the color on top and then glue my girl down. Keep it simple, keep it simple. I don't generally put book page where the words are going this way. I usually make sure that they look like they're readable, but the energy of today says put them that even where they can't be read. It just felt right for this piece, and so I'm going to do that. I guess that's representing the missed signals that's been sent to me in the workplace, and I want some of that pink to show, so I'm going to drop that down. That almost looks like a window. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to glue it before I change my mind. And I'll rough the edges up a little bit after I get it placed. I probably should have put a little ink on the edges. Let me see if I can do that real fast. That always makes things pop. To ink the edges. Okay. That just gives the page a little more texture to have something to work off. I want that a little trimmed down. That feels good. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Ink the edges a little bit. That's a lot right there. Yeah, I like the rough edges on it towards the inside. How does this feel? Does this feel too slow for you, dear hearts? This warm-up Sunday where I'm just crafting slowly and feeling the process. It's very therapeutic for those of you using art as therapy to just take your time and go with the flow, play with the papers and the materials, and just see what happens. Feeling that, feeling that. Even if it goes over to the other half of the page is okay with me. I do like that orange being in there. I just don't think I want it as much, so I'm gonna trim that down. Actually, it's pretty orange, really pretty orange. And kind of put it right in the middle just for a dab of color. Pretty. Do the trim off in a second. Do the same on the other side. Ooh, that orange in that book page looks good. Yeah, a page a week sounds good. For me, I generally try to craft every day, but I can tell you this week I didn't get any crafts in. So yesterday and today, I've been excited to be crafting. Okay, that's coming around, y'all. That's coming around. And oh, look at there, y'all. Look. Hey, sister. Hey, sister, soul sister. Oh, I'm always singing. You two gonna get me. Now, I liked when I picked up this piece of tassel. And I kind of had it up there, maybe thinner. See if I have a little thinner one. I I actually make pockets with these. I might have to take some out, but I like that up there. Or maybe I'll make a pocket and put it on the side because I want that on there. I'm going to glue her on in there, right here in the middle. I really should have copied this image. I really love this image of her. I'll copy the full page when it's done. Good energy came off that photo of that sister. And I didn't ink it. I'm being slow with the ink today. Give it a little ink. You want to ink these generally before you got glue on the back. I had just forgot. So into that creation part. Okay, I'm going to call that enough. Whether it is or it isn't. Sticker over here. She's down. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to try to thin this out a little bit, take some of it out. And make a tassel. Or how about this? How about this? Just cut it. See what that looks like if I can wrap it with one of the tassels. I just want a little bit hanging, maybe. Yeah, the texture is what I'm really feeling. Thank you, Cheryl. So I'm creating a smaller tassel look. Just took some of the string that was hanging out and now wrapping one around and gluing it. Let's see what we get. I can feel it a little bit. I can feel that. Do one for the other side. About the same amount. And I am going to try to get one of those flower pots in. Oh, I got... Man, it's meant to be today. I just looked over to the side. Let me show you what I saw. Look what I found. Boop. Do I even need the tassel? Maybe not. Where's that flower? Where'd those flowers go? Yeah, I have made a mess real quick. Is that image from a magazine? Yes, it was from a Montgomery Ward magazine. You know how they send you their little magazines to order their clothes? It came from that. Look at this, you guys. Love it. We don't need the tassels. That worked out. I tell you, sometimes the universe just is working with you. So let's glue that down because it's not going to get any better than that. I'm not going to cut the flowers. I ordered these and I don't know, am I supposed to glue them, cut them, what? I didn't read the packaging, so I'm going to have to go through that later. But for today, they're getting just glued the way they are. I know some of them were peeling sticks. But I couldn't remember. I don't remember. Oh, I don't want to have that one in the fold of the page, do I? Let's see. Let's fold our page back out. And we kind of want to keep this flower from being right in the fold. I like the placement, so we're just going to have to let a little piece of it go. This is where you get creative, okay? That one has to go, and I wish I would have known that before I cut it, because I could have just replaced it in the center, which I'm going to do anyway. Watching my fold line that's what it's all about, is this fold line. Okay, so they have to stick out like that a bit. In my flower pot. Oh my God, feeling it. And that's what's so therapeutic about it, is that feeling you get after you complete the process. You get the visual, seeing it, and the joy of creation. Perfect. Now I want a little bit of something with that. Let's add a little piece of this twine around the neck of the bottle. Neck of the vase, I meant. I'm going to let it dry and then I'll trim it even. Let it sit there for a second, then I'll trim it even. And maybe we even want one hanging down. Yeah, Cheryl, you're right. God always comes through, and you know, I find joy most of the time in simple things, and simple things seem to pop up and happen for me. Oh, I'm almost feeling that sticking up over there on that side. I think I'll leave that side a little long and just trim this one off. Excuse me for having my head so in the view. feel that. I feel that. Looking good. Looking good. You see where we're going? There. Maybe I should do it like this for you guys. There we go. Coming on around. We need a little something on the bottom still. I really kind of want that pocket. Let's see. Kind of like the clock. Kind of like it. Let's see. Well, okay, so the pink is too much, but we can make it out of book page, do a little corner pocket, and I think that will work everything out. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the glue book page. And this is going to come together. If I did it on this side, I could get the corner pocket. It takes some of her away, but it takes away that space. And I could tuck in two spots. But let's see if I flip it this way. Let's trim that down just a bit. Okay. Do I want to lose that? Yeah, I do. Let's lose that little corner. All right, dear hearts, we're in the home stretch. I like that. Let's ink that up. Oops. Do I have any orange? Real close, real close, real close. I don't see any real close, so we're going to use what we've got. Oh, yes, I do have orange right here. I'm telling you, today's my day. Today's my day. I'm feeling much better. I hope you guys are. That this is showed you just how easy it is to use art as therapy, and also been a little entertaining. I'm going to let it go over the vase. Okay. The clock I'm going to play with for a minute. Is that too big? Let's see if I trimmed it, if that would help. Yeah, I think that's going to be the ticket. The clock is also an image from a magazine, the Montgomery Ward, same magazine. Cheryl, in the video, I think last week, I was talking about ways to have craft materials no matter where you're at. And so, because I knew you were at your aunt's and you didn't have your craft material, so I was talking about how to use the junk mail, how to use magazines and all that to do your crafting. And just so have it, today we're using it. That's 10. That would be 9. So this would be the 12. 1, 2, 3. So it would be here. I'm trying to put the clock up right. There we go. I could have even put a little lace under that, but I think that's good enough. That's pretty. That's pretty. And our words on the bottom. Where'd they go? Oh, there they go. There they go. Because I don't want things to be awkward. Where's the other one? Okay, what I'm going to do is glue that one down, dear hearts, and not hold you up as I have to look through these little scraps on the desk to find the other words, and I'll find them and glue them on. I'm going to glue them on somewhere around here. I'm going to call her Miss D2. A pot already made. Who's going to be called Miss D2? This is nice. Thank you. Thank you. I feel really good. The challenge worked out in my behalf. So I'm just going to glue this one down and I'll look for the other one and I'll just be gluing it on with it. Y'all going to help me remember to ink things, right? I think she'll look great tucked in one of the pockets of Cheryl's book. And Cheryl will know she's special because she got that jacket on. Let me just do this really quick. Mm-hmm. Ah. Wow. I'm feeling it. I love it. There she is. That's glorious. That's glorious. Very therapeutic. Miss D's over here smiling. Feeling good. I'll probably leave this side for Cheryl to decorate. I'm going to put her in one of the pockets of Cheryl's book. And I'm going to leave some space for her to decorate. Leave her a little writing something. But this is going into Cheryl's book. I love how this little piece just popped up and matches. And maybe I'll even, no, not right there. Let's see where we'll tuck it. It'll probably move. Too big for this pocket. Even if we clipped it on, it's making me want to do that page. But I'm going to leave it blank for you, Cheryl. I'm going to leave it blank for you. But it'll end up in this journal. I'll do a flip through if Cheryl doesn't mind before we mail it out to Cheryl. How do you feel about that, Cheryl, if we do a flip through your journal before I mail it out so that people can see the inside, some of the things that are in the inside? Because I think I want to make a few more pockets for your journal and a couple more writing space, and that'd be nice for people to see, and then just do a flip through and mail it to you. Okay? And I want to thank you, dear hearts, for being here with me today, sharing this very therapeutic time. And I'm hoping you had fun, hoping it was therapeutic and good for you. And I'm going to say bye for now, and I'll see you next week.